Hello everyone, how is this factory built? Okay, is the egg that came first or the chick? And why 5 has 4 letters and 4 has 5 letters? The person who invented the first clock set to any time-o. It looks like this. There is no sleep. Why is the frankincense selling milk, the butcher not selling carrots, and the first barber from the person who cut his hair? And the chips that taste like pizza, what does the pizza and chips taste like? Why does a buffalo not drink its own milk? And why does everything beautiful have a short life? All this while you put your body on the bed to rest from here, and you find dozens of questions of this kind that appear in your mind, and the question that arises here is why these questions come at night in a large percentage, not in the morning, for example, or at any other time. And do you think there is a relationship between the puzzling questions, and between the time of the night in particular, or the issue may be just a coincidence? Welcome to this episode of the Midnight Thoughts channel. We will answer the question, why do midnight thoughts come to us? And before we start, if you are still new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell so that our videos will reach you first. A lot of people find it difficult to sleep at night because of thinking. When you first lie in bed, you start thinking about the different situations and feelings that happen throughout the day, or you start thinking about ideas that you want to implement tomorrow or even 60 years, and you may also find your mind asking you a lot of existential questions. In turn, it causes anxiety and stress for some people and makes them wake up on the second day tired and not completely comfortable. But why is this happening? Why is your mind at the time of its activity and vitality in the middle of the night? One of the reasons that increase thinking about the nighttime period is that the nighttime is considered an ideal environment for excessive thinking, especially with the absence of any other influences or disturbance, which are like light, shower, television, mobile, and other needs that are distracted throughout the day. Work exactly like the common pleasant phenomenon. When someone tells you that I don't know how to think except when I'm in the bathroom, these out-of-the-box ideas only come while I am in the bathroom, and the truth is that it is not a matter of humor. It is highly likely that the bathroom house will happen in one way or another. You become motivated to think and retrieve information. What happens with this calmness is that your mind begins to recall all the thoughts that you ignored throughout the day, the problems that already exist in your life, the need that worried you, told you for a few days. Even the girl who threw a word that annoyed you today, and you replied to her and was not convinced of the answer. Was there another better response that you could say and make her cry with? You escaped from these thoughts in your day, but your mind presents them to you at nighttime especially. And the issue increases, especially if you do not want to sleep at all and talk to yourself sorry, but you are supposed to sleep because you have a job tomorrow, or an important interview, or something like that. Unfortunately, thoughts will not leave you, and no matter how much you try to turn off the lights, cover yourself well, warm yourself, or bring a paper, pen next to you, and write, all this will be too late, and the brain has made the decision that today there is no sleep. In one of the strange explanations related to a phenomenon called pattern recognition, the subject in short is that the brain in the resting state is relaxed enough to make it able to create new neural pathways that are responsible for linking thoughts together, and this in turn makes this moment the ideal moment in which creative solutions to problems and focus appear. There are details that were not clear to you before in this way, in addition to the fact that sleep time is the time when the brain empties all the information that was inside him, and he acquired them throughout the day and the days that passed so that he would start coordinating them and arranging them with each other. Over the night, the brain would create new neural pathways and link the data with each other, and the brain cells that were not connected before would still be able to communicate. And this all allows for more creative thinking. And commenting on this matter, a professor of neuroscience and cognitive science at Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine used to say that we are aware of a tiny fraction of the vast majority of our thoughts. The random thoughts that come to your mind throughout the day are completely disconnected thoughts, But this is until the moment when you will let your brain roam freely in the subconscious, which is called the mental condition. There may be a thought that has been boiling in your brain for a long time, but you do not see it. And with the arrival of a suitable moment like nighttime, the idea begins to become known. And that is why it is natural that when you come to put your head on the pillow at night, a balm of thoughts appears to you. But how do I stop thinking at night and want to sleep because I have work? In fact, the issue is simple, and there are several solutions. But first, let us say that you listen to the radio, for example, or watch the phone, or put a notebook next to you and write down everything. But often these tips are useless, and usually their results are counterproductive. And instead of the bed being your sleeping place, it will be the living room. What is a satisfactory solution, then? Because our brain is convinced that we are now in bed, we want to sleep, and it is not the right time to do a PhD at the beginning. Do not go to bed while you're drinking coffee or any other caffeinated drink, because it is natural that you will not sleep right away as soon as you lay your head on the pillow. Therefore, you will start thinking, and the problem will start all over again. Or in case you have eaten a lot of food and you want to sleep, you also will not sleep because your stomach is too full. So, it is advisable to go to bed with an empty stomach if possible, and avoid caffeine after that. Set a specific time when you want to sleep and go to bed before that time within an hour, so that if you can't control the excessive thinking problem, you will have a full hour before your designated sleep time. If you plan to sleep at 12 a.m., go to bed at 11 p.m. You will have an hour to face your thoughts, like the vacation you want to go on, the great public speech you will make in front of a large audience, or the great award you will receive in the future. You are an amazing person who has achieved all of your dreams. So go ahead and sleep now, because you have work in the morning. If you can't sleep, let's try another method. One of the best ways to overcome sleep difficulties is to have a routine before bedtime, similar to what we do with children. For example, you can force yourself to take a warm bath before sleep, or read a book while sitting on the bed and letting your thoughts flow, like a story from a beautiful world literature novel that has 1,000 pages, which you can read for a month, or something else. If you stick to it, your brain will automatically send signals to your body to prepare for sleep. Once you establish routine, practicing deep breathing can also help you sleep peacefully. As a final tip, waking up from sleep and moving around for a bit before going back to sleep can be a suitable solution to stop thinking and make the rest of the night easier. If you can't sleep and you're still thinking about cosmic questions, start talking to yourself in a loud voice. It will help you to sleep better. We don't need to produce any solutions right now, and we shouldn't discuss any problems because we need to sleep. Tomorrow you, Dad, Hannah, and everyone else will do everything. If it doesn't work, and if no one sees you and thinks you're crazy, let me explain to you that surrendering your thoughts is your last resort to fall asleep. And thus we have answered today's question of why questions come to you in the middle of the night. If it's your first time watching this channel, we try to answer the questions that might be on your mind as you lie in bed and can't sleep. As usual, if you have a question that's bothering you in the middle of the night, write it in the comments section under the video, and we'll try to answer it. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it, share it, subscribe, and turn on notifications to watch our videos first.